Clevedon, Somerset. It might have been that the Martians had landed. The police were taking no chances. 6 unidentified objects were found dotted across the south of England. 15-year-old Neil Beatty found this one. It looked like a flying saucer and certainly smelled like something out of this world.
Aliens, UFOs, extraterrestrials, the myth that life beyond our planet Earth exists.
In this documentary, we'll delve into the possibilities of life on other planets and how they are represented in film throughout the decades.
Flying Objects Association went into action. Loaded down with equipment, they set up watching posts and prepared to give a host of what they hoped would be friendly little green men a welcome to Earth they'd never forget.
Yeah, you know, technically, actually, it does exist. They said that in 2013, and now they're saying not only does Area 51 exist, but we've also spent millions of taxpayer dollars, something like $22 million, to investigate UFOs. It depends who you ask about Area 51. The government will say that it's where they used to test top secret planes or where they used to test nuclear warheads and nuclear bombs. But for 70 years worth of people who believe in UFOs, it's a place where the government keeps all these secrets about aliens that have crash landed on Earth. One of the most out there conspiracy theories centers around Roswell, New Mexico.
It was dubbed Britain's Roswell. The story goes that a number of US servicemen saw an alien spacecraft near their Air Force base in Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk in 1980. The reports were taken so seriously that they were fully investigated by the American military. But the commander there found nothing, and so the Rendlesham Forest incident became the UK's most tantalising UFO mystery. Now though, the man in charge of the Air Force...
For our investigation, we interviewed Philip Mansell, England's leading UFO researcher, author, lecturer and broadcaster.
He gave us an insight about the world of aliens and extremely interesting stories.
Hello? Hello, Philip.
Morning. Morning, Luke.
Morning. You alright? Okay, so the first question is, do you think aliens exist?
Do I think aliens exist? That's
Yes.
a good question. I think life outside of our solar system definitely exists.
What would you think they'd look like?
Diversity of life just here on Earth.
Yeah.
It is comes in all shapes, sizes and forms, Luke, does it not?
Yeah, it does.
So I think if we talk about extending that on a universal nature, it could become something quite bizarre.
Yeah, definitely.
That we've never seen before. Perhaps it might look like a politician.
Yeah, definitely. Where do you think the sort of like the classic alien sort of look came from?
In New Hampshire, they had a close encounter. They had an alien abduction experience, and the beings that they reported were small in stature with large eyes, and it developed from there. So really, that's where the classic little alien grey that we see now. That's where it all started back in 1960.
Represented in the modern media and the previous sort of films and television.
Well, if you look back to, we'll start with movies.
Yeah.
Some of the early movies were all sort of doom and gloom. We're being invaded.
Yeah.
And they kind of reflected the mood of the Western Hemisphere, the Western world at the time. The Cold War conflict between East and West.
Yeah.
That was reflected in a lot of movies. Fear of the Soviets invading the West and nuclear war and so on. But then there's been a little bit of a change. You got the more friendly sort of aliens, and I think the top of the list for that, of course, was little cuddly E.T. with a light on the finger, But occasionally we have to have a bit of drama thrown in, and we go back to the alien invasion because it puts bottoms on seats.
Yeah.
It was like Independence Day and so on. But when it comes to the sort of general media, I mean, aliens are firmly embedded now, Luke, in popular culture.
The 1950s films such as Invasion of the Body Snatchers and War of the Worlds became classics in the extraterrestrial film genre. One of the first looks at aliens in the 50s was in the film The Day the Earth Stood Still. The alien was a simple humanoid-like being in a metal suit with a laser beam that emits from a visor from its helmet.
In order to give you the very latest information on an amazing phenomenon, the arrival of a space ship in Washington. The Army has taken every precaution to meet any emergency.
In the same year as War of the Worlds came, Invaders from Mars, which shows elements from a classic stereotypical alien with grey skin, a giant bulbous head, and beaming black eyes. 1958's The Blob showed an arguably the most unique alien in decades, with a giant red jelly-like blob that consumes everything it wants.
The Angry Red Planet, 1960, gave us a red-filtered full-length film with a giant bat-like creature with gigantic spider legs and rat claws as its main alien. 1964's The Creeping Terror shows a tree-like or plant-like creature that is slow-moving and, again like the Blob, consumes everything it wishes.
Planet of the Vampires.
1965 gave us another human-like alien, however, this time with a twist. Astronauts travel to a volcanic planet and have to flee from undead vampires that reside in the planet. Close Encounters of the Third Kind in 1977 gave us the exact stereotypical little grey alien with big heads, huge black eyes and skinny frail arms. In the same year, award-winning film Star Wars A New Hope gave us a magnitude of unique aliens from across the galaxy. From humans to classic aliens to giant walking moths to blue spiky aliens and giant slugs to the well-known Chewbacca, a hairy 7'5" Wookiee.
Another major year for alien movies with more heartfelt aliens like E.T. In 1982, a little brown creature with long glowing fingers, short stumpy legs and an elongated neck. The 1987 film Batteries Not Included displays the aliens as robotic flying saucers who in turn proceed to help people in need.
1996 Mars attacks and more colour in the appearance of aliens and their technology. The Martians appear is in the brain of the top of a thin body. They wear spacesuits and a bowl on top of their heads.
Last night.
In the Men in Black 1997, there is a variety of aliens from squid-looking creatures with huge eyes, tentacles and big heads, to tiny aliens that can control a human robot suit. However, the main evil alien is a giant slimy cockroach.
It is decided. My daughter will teach you our ways. Learn well.
Bringing us up to date, there was Avatar in 2009 with groundbreaking visuals and aliens from Jupiter's moon. The creatures stand at 10 feet tall with cat-like features and a hair of the extension of the nervous system, which bonds with Pandora's animals.
Are you crazy? You could have killed me!
Then we understand each other.
Then came along Monsters vs. Aliens, which also includes a variety of creatures that team up to defeat the aliens. The aliens arrive in metal robots, with one eye which is controlled by the Galaxar, which is a multi-legged being that possesses the look of both squid and spider.
Mom? Mom! Ah, Mom! Don't come in!
Also in 2009 is Planet 51, where aliens and humans have reversed roles in this film. They wear clothes and have a green complexion. By the end of the film, both human and aliens manage to coexist with each other.
What is that, cuz? That's an alien, bruv. Believe it. When I landed in the wrong place, though, you get me? The wrong place.
Coming to the final film on our list is 2011 British film Attack the Blob. The aliens are huge and black and they have copious amounts of fur all over their body and glowing blue mouth with rows of teeth. In contrast to this, the only female alien in this film is a small, grey, much like the alien in the 50s, that show the stereotypical alien that we think of today.
That concludes our alien documentary. If you experience any UFO or alien encounters yourself, please go to southendufogroup.co.uk and contact them.